Hello, friends and lovers. What's up? It's Haelian back with more Hades 2, and I'm thinking of a build. There's a few things I guess we want to think about here in terms of what we want to aim for, I guess. I'm looking at the duo boons because I realized that I don't do as many things aimed around duo boons maybe as I once did, but I do think the possibilities are there. In previous patches, maybe it was a bit rough, like the duo boons didn't really speak well, and they didn't feel like much to aim for, but here it's different nowadays. It's different nowadays. So here's what I got in mind. Aspect of Medea for the Argent Skull. I always forget the name of this one for some reason. And I don't know. We'll put Blitz on the special. This was like an old meta, admittedly. And then we'll kind of see, like we could go for Hailstorm. We could go for Killer Current, which requires a couple more boons. Master Conductor doesn't really work, although we're not really using magic, so maybe it could work, I guess you could say. I'll even consider Thermal Dynamics, to be honest, which is probably a lackluster boon, right? You apply the Scorch after you trigger the effects of Blitz. Like, you just don't want to have to wait for the Scorch to pop, you know what I mean? But it is a possibility, I suppose. It is a possibility. All right, so let's put on Zeus's Keepsake. In case you don't know what Aspect of Medea is, your attack stays within reach and explodes after landing your specials for 3 seconds. This one could be worded better, probably. Stays within reach. What the heck do they mean by that? It's loaded into Mel, and then you have to special through an enemy in order to make it explode on them, or they just naturally proc, on Mel. This is our setup here. Nothing too fancy. I guess since we're going for duos, though, we should probably turn off a 2 here. You definitely want the Huntress on to get the extra attack and special damage. It's going to do really well for us. So there's a question of the Furies or the Titan. I guess you don't really need the Titan. But yeah, the hope is to somehow... We got to turn off a 1 here as well in order to turn it on. Oh boy. So that gives us 3 left. In order to activate a row for Divinity... Oh my god, it's actually hard, isn't it? Well, we don't need the Wayward Sun. So we could do this, and this way we have a row for Divinity. And we have the Queen on. It feels kind of weird. We don't have the slowdown, which doesn't matter. We probably won't really be using magic. Or we shouldn't be, at least. Wayward Sun is whatever. I mean, I'll miss it, but it's so long. The Titan, you only miss the magic, I guess, in theory, but so be it. We start with so little health. I don't know. I feel better about taking Forgo out. Old Phrynos. And this is the setup I got going on. I turned on Vow of Arrogance. I mean, you could go ahead and turn on Vow of Forsaking, too, if we wanted. But I guess I won't bother. But Vow of Arrogance shouldn't really matter. There's so many, free fears in the game, it seems. But then once you get past the free ones, it becomes, a bit of a nightmare, you can turn that on. That is, more than free pretty easily. And, I mean, this is pretty lenient until they start compounding later on. Maybe that's how it should be, though. I don't know. No, maybe not. I don't know. Let's start the run already, shall we? All right. Redo. Okay, I totally forgot. We should turn on Vow of Panic since it's free. I was talking about free fears, and I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. And that was indeed the thing that I was forgetting. You know what? Why don't we bump it up to 20? Just it feels like a nice round number there. There you go. Easy. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. Yeah, I started the run and everything. Only a couple chambers I did. Oh, here we go again. So... let's see, let's verify that bad boy. And so how good is Blitz? I gotta admit, I have a hard time quantifying the ability of Blitz. It's hard to measure. It's hard to quantify how good it is. Why Zeus over Aphrodite here? Aphrodite is easy. It makes sense. You deal more damage when you hit enemies up close, essentially, right? Roll these doors, see if we can get anything better. Oh man, maybe the Hera Zeus duo, but I don't know about that one. Probably want to up our Zeus boons, if anything, at this rate. But yeah, Blitz is a tough one, and I actually remember in Hades 1 having this issue many, many moons ago with Dionysus and the Hangover status effect. I just didn't really know, when's a good time to even have Dionysus or anything like that. I gotta be reminded... the duo boon for them, I don't know if it really... Oh, it does require a core boon from Hera. Well, yeah. It has to come back bad. Engagement ring. The attack is kind of fine, but if we end up sacking her boons, is it fine? I mean, it applies an effect. Even the cast is pretty good here, too. I guess we might want... either Demeter or Hestia or Poseidon on the attack. So we'll just go engagement ring for now, I think. That's fine. I think if we weren't thinking that far ahead, you'd probably just go ahead and do the attack there. If I wasn't really planning on it, you know? But yeah, I remember when it came to Hangover, it literally just took me trying it with like every single possible thing in order for me to actually understand where it worked, when it didn't work, and things like that. And so it's probably going to be the case with Blitz here as well, honestly. I'm not really sure. Let's see. We shall palm... We don't need magic. We shall palm the special here. I can't guarantee we're going to get this duo boom betwixt them. I don't even know yet if we want it, but I'll leave it open as a possibility. The cast is still pretty nice in the meantime. Activate your origination. And we're going to have a good time here. So about the aspect itself. So it's, I mean, a lot of people reference Beowulf because it has similarities. It doesn't, I don't know if it feels like Beowulf to me. I know, I'm like picking it apart, like, damn, it's close enough, you know? It's like, let people call it Beowulf. It's like, yeah, you know, but, you know. That's me. Contrarian or something. Devil's advocate, whatever you want to say. You load the attack, hit him with the special. You can do it pretty quickly. It's not as smooth as Beowulf was. It's the best way I can describe it. It's not a smooth process. You can accidentally, like, sort of cancel the attack you're trying to load in and stuff like that. We don't need magic. I mean, you can take the health. This is kind of a raunchy aspect in the sense that you tend to get hit a lot trying to use your special. Like, you're literally just plowing into enemies and the hit happens kind of delayed. Like, the hitbox for the special is actually quite narrow. You can use the Omega special if you got the magic, but it's a bit more cumbersome. I mean, it is safer, though. I mean, do we really need... I'll just take the health return and the extra armor. I tend not to take the money one, honestly. We were thinking the Poseidon duo with Zeus, but it's hard to turn down the shop where we could get boons, too, here, right? And a hammer. Better yet, a hammer. We're not going to do the Aphrodite one, I don't think. Get the special. Woo, you did it. I'm proud of you. Rocket Bombardier, Omega attack, fire straight ahead. No. Fetching Array, bad. Oh, Destructive Array is a new one, and kind of an interesting one. Possibly a bad one. Fetching Array I don't really like. Losing one shell, like, it's not really worth it, it feels. It's a tough price to pay. Maybe if you already have... Maybe it's an okay second hammer if you already have the one that gives you more shells, right? Whenever your shells land, they deal 50% of your attack damage around them. So that's a new one. They replaced something with it. And so they deal half the damage when they land. I think I did try this. And what I discovered is if you manage to nab the shells before they land on the ground, you don't get the damage, which is a bit unfortunate, honestly. 20% evasion. Hard to turn that down, isn't it? Hard to turn that down. I know we're only at 20 fear. We're gonna roll this. There is the Hef duo. But what is there a duo once more? Shall I remind myself? I did think about it for a brief moment. What is it now? Master Conductor, your chain lightning deals more damage. I'd have to get like fixed gain or something here. Wouldn't really want Smithy Sprint, but I guess you could take that too. And then I have to get Static Shock and or Electric Overload after the fact to get that going on. So that's not great. That's not great. I shall roll again. There's more Hera. She's not good for us either. I'll take more Zeus maybe. You know what? Thermal Dynamic. I don't even know if I've ever had this boon.
You won't stop me.
I tend to only load one attack at a time here, by the way. I don't know. It just seems to work better, honestly. So I guess we're going to take her attack. The Hearth game would work if we actually needed magic, but we do not need magic. Her cast would have worked here too. I mean, obviously her attack is not ideal. You know, it is definitely not ideal in this situation. Like applying Scorch. Hello? Found you. But so be it. Oh, hello. This one always catches me off guard. All right, we're done. I kind of like the idea of this little trial, but I think, like, I don't know. Oh, she gonna steal a door? She might steal a door. Quick. Oh, no, she could still steal a door. We won't need the max health. We're gonna do the magic in case we do actually lock out down to 0. we might prime down to 0 magic, at which point we don't get the bonus from the Huntress anymore, and you don't want that to happen. We would like the damage bonus from the Huntress. We gotta have a very easy, we have a very easy origination at least. We'll take the free nectar here. Beautiful. A lot of people ask me things like, do I miss Hades 1? You probably hear me talking about this. A lot of people will ask, do you miss Hades 1? Do you wish that there was this weapon or this person or this character or this thing in the first game? And the truth is, I guess I'm still just, like, I still don't really even know. I guess I still don't really even know how I feel about it. The bottom line is, it's hard for you to miss anything from a game that's still there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still there. I could boot up Hades 1 right now and have a jolly good time. Very easily. Very easily. So, I'm not certain. I guess that's where I'm a little lost. Like, I'm not certain why I would want something from the first game to return in that instance. You know what I mean? I understand why some people, you know, like, you would like this a certain aspect of the first game, you know, so you might crapple. So you would hope that there was something that brings you just as much joy, and so therefore you kind of wish it was the thing that it was in the first game. I don't even know how to describe this. You know, people want their favorite things to come back, generally, right? In a game like this. In a situation like this, where we have a sequel, people want their favorite things to somehow come back, you know? Characters, weapons, abilities, upgrades, whatever. You see it all the time, everywhere, on like the subreddit and in other discussions in my Twitch channel. It's, you know, whatever. People like, I wish the bow was here. I wish the shield was here. I wish this character made an appearance. You know, all these things. And I think that's more than understandable. You know, like, you kind of want to get that same enjoyment that you got out of the first game. And what's the best way in our minds to really think about this? I know I'm diving deep right now. What's the best way to get that same level of enjoyment? I'll bring back your favorite things, right? I gotta wonder, though. I gotta wonder, if you did, would you really enjoy it the same way, though? Would you really enjoy it in the same way? You know, if they just straight up had the bow with all the hammers and all the same attacks and all the same abilities back in the game, because it was your favorite in the first game. You know, you might be happy, but at least in the short term. But in the long term, you know, is this actually a good? You know, it's just the thing all over again, the same exact thing. So wait, what the heck do I want? Okay, so I guess we'll go for Hestia first with her weird ass 2-0 boon here. Don't need any of that stuff.
Going down.
We'll try to do that. We managed to get a level 5 special, which is pretty good. We could not rarefy anything there. Nice, we got Hestia nice and early. So maybe we get Zeus later on. Don't know if we're going to get the duo boon yet. So we do apply Scorch, so some Scorch-related boons would be decent. I guess, potentially here, if we do not get the duo.
Those spots again.
So yeah, I'm seeing the explosion as the shells land, but yeah, you pick them up, like, I can't, oh, even better? Even better? I didn't even really consider the Hera Hestia duo, which is amazing, by the way. Okay. All right, I'll take 4 infusion boons. Give me slow cooker, water fitness, self-healing, air quality, proper upbringing. Self-healing, I don't really like. Proper upbringing is whatever. Water fitness is pretty weak. Air quality is not even on. Okay. All of our magic is currently primed. If we palm something else, it might be able to tune it down here. Actually, I don't know. Are any of those duo boons, infusion boons currently even active now that I think about it? Because proper upbringing isn't either, right? We're now at 1 magic, maybe? We're exactly 1, which means it's full, which is too bad.
The honors, please, Phrynos.
We got a trial over there, which I would not mind. We don't spend magic, so Seleni's not great. Demeter could give us You can't really get the Zeus Demeter duo because you need freeze, you know? That's not really going to happen at this rate unless we get rid of Hera. But I guess in the meantime,
Should be useful.
we'll take something from her. Let's see. Wait, proper upbringing should be on, shouldn't it? Oh, no, you need 3. Never mind. Do I want rock or water? I'm kind of deciding. Oh, there's only rock. Never mind. Again. Never mind yet again. Tranquil Gain. Do I want to roll for one of the cast things? God, this boon is terrible, isn't it? It's so bad. Just fill something, honestly. Tranquil Gain. Rarefied. More boons, please. No duo boons here. Static Shock. Epic, even. So no Poseidon duo, but it is a pretty good one still. Double Strike is nice too, and it's gonna lock us out if we don't take Double Strike right now, right? We're not interested in Lightning Lance. God, Static Shock is probably better than Double Strike in this instance, though. Rip Huntress, because we're priming all of the magic. There's just no way that we're getting out of this hole at this rate, right? Unless we palm this thing. Yeah, maybe if we palm Static Shock. Yeah, give it to me. Air Quality is also now activated. And actually hits Static Shock, too.
Well, here we go.
So that's going to deal 30 per pop. I like how I said Vow of Arrogance, free fear, as it's actively hurting me. But not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. You know what I mean? As I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole right now. Natural gas I don't really hate. There's also Pyrotechnique. Again, we can't get the duo. I kind of don't mind either of these. Whenever Scorch afflicted foes are slain, they damage surrounding foes. I think I like that better. I like natural
That
gas.
was my boon.
Self-healing also now activated. We don't really want Hera, because her duo would actually take away my Zeus moves, which would be very bad. Oh, shits on the ships. Okay, I did not want to accidentally buy that. Zeus? Do we go for the big Scorch? Here, really? I'd really much rather get Zeus here. I'd really much rather get Zeus here. So we're gonna take Hestia. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Uh-huh. Just run away. Okay. Yeah, this is like... The worst thing about this aspect is like this one mini-boss fight. Legitimately, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
This message.
They kind of need to make the hitbox bigger, I think. Ooh, slow cooker, huh? Highly flammable. That's a lot of Scorch that we probably don't need. It isn't bad, but slow cooker should be a lot better. I'm thinking.
That's hot.
I guess we'll plow away at trying to get this magic out of here, right? Yoink. See you guys later. Money. Well, I'd rather get money than try to get out of the magic hole at this rate, probably. I was hoping maybe the grand scheme, not the minor scheme. We get the Zeus Hera duo, right? You listening?
I'm taking this.
We
now.
plow out Hera's cast. We get Demeter's cast. Boom. Freezing hail thingy. You know what I mean? Okay, Crabman, Sebastian. Let's go. Okay. We have money. Still don't want Selene. Max Magic we're very far away from. Hello. Hello, here we go. Hello. Palming. Right, natural gas is locking out a lot too. Plus these two are not very useful. It's still not gonna get us out of the hole, no way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crap. That's right, Vow of Forsaking has forsook me.
Infinite possibility.
Don't do this game. So, I mean, we can swap out the cast. You just don't wanna, right? You'd rather not. Because, well, it's not a big deal. Well, it's our only Hera boon, which means we can't... You know, you really don't want to swap the special, though. We can't roll again. All right, there we go. Slow Cooker got upgraded. Vow of No, proper upbringing got deactivated. That's right. Slow cooker at +8 now, at least. Oh my god. So now more Hestia boons will simply be spare wealth, right? We did swap one, which might mean that we might have opened up a prerequisite for something, but I doubt it. Zimir's the drummer, like... What is this thing behind the drummer? I'm just realizing now. I haven't looked that hard at them. I don't know, but the drummer died. Oh, this is weird. Damn, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. She went down pretty smooth, right? That's not bad. As I'm actively, like, disabling the run. All this free fear that I spoke of, you know? That's not bad at all. Okay. There's a lot of things here that would be jolly good, but we gotta go big on the hammer. Come on! Rocket Bombard. It's too bad. It's only your Omega attack, so it does nothing. We're not gonna make good use of it. We could take a Chaos Gate. You could take attack damage, you could take special damage. All the magic stuff is pretty much useless. We might... Maybe I'll turn it down if, like, Zeus is on the door. So we gotta go look. Yeah, palm and health isn't that big of a deal. Let's check out Chaos here. Chaos will also allow us to choose basically new doors instead. Chaos does not actually skip a chamber in the morning fields. Used to, not anymore though. Cast damage useless. Aha! Your dash is slower and also uses 5 magic. If you use it, but plus 72% magic. Let's do it, baby. Oh, I guess I'm fishing. You're welcome. I mean, how do we feel about the fishing minigame? In Hades 2. I mean, I like that they're trying, but even that, like, took a long time, right? To simply get to this point. What? That didn't count? Was it not, like, close enough or something? Whoa, look how far it went. Oh, no. Void Skate. That's probably only, like, the 5th time I've actually fished in the game. Oh, this is Hestia, I just realized. I have 2 rolls. Send her back, baby. Alright, do a boon, do a boon, do a boon. I guess we roll once.
Let's do it.
Hey! Thermodynamics and Blitz effects also inflict scores whenever they deal damage. Beautiful. Wonderful. Absolutely astonishing. Ooh. Hammer Madness we might be able to engage in here. Partially because of the Chaos Gate. We might be able to get Hammer Madness going on. Oh god. This is an interesting place to be stuck, kinda here, right? We gotta take the hammer last in this room, because it's extremely likely that Echo will be right after the hammer. Or sorry, right after this room, in which case she may duplicate a reward. Let's make sure we pick up even the minor stuff first. We even got a small chamber here, which is convenient. Ooh, Static Shock got upgraded. That's good. That'll unprime like 20 magic or so. So that got hit. Hera is gone. She has abandoned us. Bolstered Array. Possessed Array, but you need magic for it to work. So it doesn't work. Probably a good reason to not run the Valve Panic and the priming and everything is because Possessed Array is so strong. But Bolstered Array is still very good, I would say. It's still very good. Echo, here we go. Come on. Show me it, Echo. Come on, baby. Come on. This would be our 4th hammer. This would be our 4th hammer if she would simply allow it. If she would simply allow it. She doth allow it. She doth allow it. Come on. Show me some good stuff. I don't even know what anymore. It's got to be Mega Driver. Full Salvo's kind of bad. You know, you don't really want to lodge all of your attacks all at once and everything. So this is our 4th one. First one was whatever. This one was good. This one's kind of bad. Yeah, and Sudden Driver, I just don't know if you're really going to feel the effect if you're not actually charging the Omega special. Like, this helps with the Omega channel speed, so you channel it faster. But does it actually make your regular special actually, like, go faster? I'm actually not really sure, you know what I mean? I'm actually not positive. That's 4 hammers, though. We got 5 shells. Beautiful. You're still in Prime City, Prime Town. I'll admit, I'm guilty. I got Amazon Prime. I do. I use it. I don't like it, really. Well, hold on. Well, I mean, I don't like the idea of it. They're conning me into it. To be fair, I order the heaviest things and the cheapest things all at once. You know what I mean? Tranquil Gain did not prime any magic on us. So I think we just hit up Static Shock now. It's gonna be better than Natural Gas in terms of just plain palming and everything. Ooh. Excuse me. Let's grab that. If we get an anvil offered, that could be the quintuple hammer, which we've actually had. And I put the video up on YouTube even of it. I don't think I really like, I use the term baited it very hard, you know, which I'm realizing is maybe not the way I should be describing it. I didn't exemplify it that much. Well, you know what happened? I had this whole story about Amazon Prime, too. But now I'm distracted. Hold on, let's see what we got here. We're priming all the magic, aren't we? Nitro Boost. Rolling. Rolling into not a whole lot. Oh, Tall Order. Which I believe we should be able to get. Did not get it. I'll try Nimble Limbs, but I don't think it really does anything. Proper Upbringing got activated again, I guess? Selene bad. Okay. We'll go this way. So what happened is I got confused. I was setting up my videos. Heavenly Flourish again. Wow. I was setting up my videos and I got mixed up. And for a video that was coming up, I made a thumbnail for the wrong video, basically. And I attached it to the wrong video. And y'all, some of y'all might have watched it or seen it or noticed it or something. This is weeks ago now. And I was like, big letters. Quintuple hammer run. This is it. You gotta see this one, everybody. You're gonna orgasm, all that stuff. And it was the wrong video, like straight up. And you might say, like, how the hell does that happen? How the hell does that happen? And I don't really have, like, a good reason, or good explanations as to how, to be honest. Whenever you use magic, a random surrounding foe is struck by lightning. Useless. But I messed up. It certainly wasn't on purpose, you know, because the following video had that. But I felt like I couldn't just, you know, use the same. So I corrected it, but it was like a full 24 hours later because I didn't check on it directly afterwards or anything like that. And so I could have just used the same thumbnail again. It's like, well, that feels weird. I can't just do that. You know what I mean? I can't just do it again and then just say sorry to the people that watched the first one. Well, of course, I still said sorry. You know, but I had egg on my face, to say the least, you know? Your blitz effects deal damage, even if they expire without being activated. 100%. Probably still Divine Vengeance, though. I would think. I feel like it is. We're never unpriming all this magic. So, what did I do? Well, I changed the thumbnail and the title, and I said sorry in the comments to everybody. And of course, there was plenty of comments that are just like, this run only had like 3 hammers, or whatever it actually had. I don't actually remember now. Look at all that Scorch. It's actually piling up pretty good here, huh? Okay, so, yeah, so I didn't... This is actually the first time that I've done this, to be honest. That I recall. I mean, we've messed up in other ways here on the channel. There's some funny stories actually behind it, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. I mean, some people came out of the woodworks and like clickbait, or like they got like all riled up about it because they thought that I did something weirdly like sinister just to get people to click on one Hades 2 video out of 150 or something like that. It's like, come on, it was a mistake, you know, honest mistake. But yeah, I felt weird. So for the second video, I kind of just like I mentioned the hammers somewhere in the title, I think, but I don't exemplify it, I guess you could say. I felt bad. I do feel bad because people were expecting it. They would watch the video. They clicked on the video to see the quintuple hammers, and they didn't get what they expected. And that's rude. That is rude to do. You're on the platform of YouTube. It is rude to do that, to set people up for that. You know, even if it's something silly, you know, even if it's not a big deal, that is rude. It is not how we should run your channel, the platform, etc., etc., etc. Let's see. What are we doing here now? White Antler seems a bit raunchy for me. I'm always partial to Lion Fang. Silver Wheel does not do anything. We could get Max Magic from Chaos, but prob's not. I don't think Metallic Droplet's really going to do anything. Give me the Fang. Buy the Hydrolite. We need to save money in case the Anvil is offered at the end. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. So yeah, I fixed the original thumbnail and title to what it was supposed to be. So I hid all the evidence, in other words, is what I'm saying. If you did get duped by me, I am sorry. I do legitimately apologize for that. I don't know, like, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, have I ever felt like I've been severely clickbait? I definitely been lured into a video that, you know, it said one thing but delivered another. And I guess I'm probably more lenient than the average viewer in terms of using the term like clickbait. I can't help it in the biz and such like that. You know what I mean? I'm definitely more lenient. Well, I mean, the one example I have, I actually really enjoyed the video that I watched. I enjoyed the video. It was well done. There was a lot of effort put in. The creator did a good job. He was a good host and everything like that. I forget the exact setup for it, but it was something like, I know, like I feel like this is divulging a lot about me, but like I fell for such a like a silly video kind of, and it was something like the world's only 6-star hotel. It's just like, I don't know what a fancy hotel looks like. So it's like, you know what? I'm kind of curious. What does a 6-star hotel look like? Because in my mind, I have not heard of a 6-star hotel. This is the first I've heard of a 6-star hotel even possibly existing. Lo and behold, 19 minutes into this 22-minute video, he's like, so there's no such thing as a 6-star hotel, by the way, but if there was one, this would be it. It's just like, oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. He got me. He got me. He straight up got me. You know? I enjoyed the video. I watched it. Yeah, I didn't leave a nasty comment. I didn't even leave a, what do you call it? A dislike, a thumbs down, or anything like that. But it was definitely enough to where I don't know if I would have noticed it if he didn't say anything, to be totally honest. I probably would have been left questioning, like, I guess 6-star hotels do exist, and I would have felt like an idiot in a conversation 4 years from now when I'm trying to prove that 6-star hotels exist or something like that, you know? So I guess I'm glad he said it by the end, but like he knew what he was doing, you know what I mean? He knew what he was doing when he made that. It didn't seem like there was a need. He must have used the title like the best 5-star hotel in the world too many times before that, so that's why he had the jump to the 6-star madness here, right? Electric Overload. Whenever your Blitz effects activatable, the chain lightning fires from the foe. There are no duos possible, it looks. God, this boon is just so weak, isn't it? It is just so weak. I don't think we need more money than that. Oh, hello. Look at all that. Oh, yo, they're paying out. Thank you so much. I don't think we need to do that room. You know what I mean? So that's how I got baited into one. That's one that in memory comes to mind that was a more egregious example, which isn't even that bad probably in the grand scheme of things, right? You know? I'm sure people will get like, you know, worse or whatever. Other times we've messed up here on the channel when publishing YouTube videos. Probably the silliest one, or I don't know, the most humorous one. Back when we had our beautiful editor, Andy, who has moved on to bigger and better things, in case you're not aware, since this time. The way he operated was interesting. But it worked for him. It worked for him for years. So I can't really complain. But there was one mistake made once. And the way he did it was he would schedule the videos to be published before actually making like the thumbnails and the titles basically ahead of time. Like the videos would be edited and they'd be uploaded, and he scheduled them to get published basically right after that. Lion thing goes down if we do that trial. There's really not much left that they could even offer us, I believe, right? Oh, no. No anvil. We tried, though. We did try. Hera, huh? Hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah. I don't think Hera's really going to do a whole lot for us, right? I wonder what the best is here. It's probably not actually that. But I'm still thinking about the unpriming of the magic here. Well, these were all pretty useless. Water fitness upgraded. Well, maybe, yeah, I couldn't have gotten a fire boon there anyway. But maybe I could have considered it harder. Oh, so yeah, Andy would schedule them. And so that would motivate him to make sure that he made the thumbnail and title on time, basically. I guess is the best way I can put it. So we schedule it for like the next day or something like that. And I hope, like, I'm not picking on Andy, to be clear. And it worked for him, so it's no big deal. However, there was one time where he forgot. And so a video got auto-published, because you can schedule them like that, basically. And it simply said, you know, whatever it's called, that symbol, line Hades. That's all it said. That's all the title said. There was no thumbnail. The thumbnail is just like a YouTube-generated one, which is just like a screenshot of Asphodel or something like that. It was always Asphodel for some reason. YouTube loved Asphodel back in the day. Hey. And the best part about that, right? The best part about that was that it was like the best video we had published in like weeks. It was number one. It was number one. It was just Line Hades, and it was number one for like the past several weeks. You know what I mean? So it was just funny, and a lot of the comments just like it was just like Line Hades, Line Hades. Some people are like, "Is everything okay?" I thought something happened. It was very cute. Oh no, you hit me! Wow, and then you miss. Big whiff. That was funny. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I have a lot more stories of fumbling here on YouTube. Oh, he's just going to stand there. Okay. Rip. There's the one time, like, you could probably find it because the thumbnail's still out there, where I made an egregious typo. I didn't notice it. No one said anything about it. So I'm not actually sure how I did eventually notice it, but it took months, maybe even years. In the thumbnail, I mentioned the hammer from Hades 1 that's called Heavy Knuckle. But there's a typo. And it says Heavy Cuckle. So, like, but no one said, it's so, you'd think that like, oh, that's so obvious. But for some reason it wasn't, and everyone just kind of knew what I meant, and no one actually noticed it. You know, like that thing where you only read the first letter and the last letter of a word, and that's how you know what word it is. I think all of our brains just did that, and we skipped over the cuckle part of it, and we're like, yeah, heavy knuckle, no problem. You know what I mean? There we go, everybody. Yo, that was actually a great run. I know I didn't like talk it up that much, but that was actually fantastic. It went very smoothly. I kind of like when all the damage is spread out. Wow, Static Shock did a lot. That is a lot for one boon, although it was level 3 epic. Even then, Scorch actually did quite a bit of damage too. I'm kind of surprised. We got Scorch kind of early, You know, I'm actually shocked that Scorch did that much and disappointed at how much Blitz actually did relative to it. When you think about it, because Blitz came in earlier. We invested a lot of palms in it. You know, the Scorch, not so much. We did have this duo here, wherever it may be. Natural gas shouldn't have helped it, really. We don't really know how much damage natural gas did. Where the heck is that stupid duo? I don't even know. What's it called again? Found it. Thermal dynamics. So it actually worked well. We didn't get a lot of Scorch boons otherwise either. There was like, we skipped over pyrotechnique, which would have made Scorch tick faster. It might have been better than natural gas. I don't really know. But yeah, regular special actually did. Oh, well, I guess if you add the regular special to the Blitz, is that more fair to how much damage the Blitz did? I don't know. But then you have to add the regular attack to Scorch if we do that. In which case, that dominated much higher, right? Huh, interesting. But yeah, like, it almost feels like you almost can't totally mess up this build. Like, we put Scorch on the attack, and we still had a great time, you know what I mean? That's an interesting thing. But we did get 4 hammers. I mean, one of them was kind of a dud. Even 2 of them, I'd say. Like, Mega Driver, whatever, Rocket Bombard did literally nothing. Destructive Array is actually a little mediocre, too. So Bolstered Array basically carried us, to be honest. But yeah, it was still a good run. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. And I'll see you in the next video.